John, we're going to call this episode today JO's Weekend Preview.
We'll just do it for the carnival.
Spring limited edition.
That'll do.
I'm Michael Angelos, nice to see you all.
Yep, good to see you, Mike.
One sleep to go, mate.
Yes, I don't get much sleep, but anyway, let's
get on. This is by popular demand. There's a few owners out there who've been asking for this. Johnny J, Dominic, where you head tomorrow? Group 1 Goran, this is for you and everyone else. We started packing them tonight, John, on the poly.
Well, I've never run a horse on poly, so it's a bit of a unique experience for me. We sent her down there to try and get a nice track. Obviously, since the mare's filly's been down there, all it's done is rain. So that wasn't what we required really. But she's a quality staying filly going forward. We really like her. As to how she adapts to the poly, we're going to find out this evening. I think she's got a really good race in her over 10 furlongs down the line. Probably not this prep, but it's a good experience for her, and hopefully she'll give a good account of herself.
That's uptick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Tomorrow at Caulfield, they call her Bobby. I think Carol Richards was telling me they call Aunt Roberta Bobby.
Yep.
Now she's up in grade but right distance.
Well, she's another one though that we'd had her in 3 races over the last fortnight, and all have been abandoned because of wet weather. Mm-hmm. So we sent her to Melbourne, and guess what? We had a maiden at Kyneton on Thursday, and it got abandoned as well. So as a precaution, we threw in this 10 furlong race is what she needs. Look, it's something that I don't normally do is run fillies out of their grade, but she's a quality staying filly, and I still think she'll represent us well. She'll give a good account of herself, and then we'll make an assessment after this run.
Okay. Race 8 tomorrow, John. We go to the exciting Rocker Clock.
Yeah, well, Rocker's always a much better man second up, and we were just sort of ducking and weaving again with her. She was obviously washed out last week. So she'll give a good account of herself because she's going particularly well, and I've always been an advocate that she's a better mare in Melbourne. She seems to really go better left-handed. So she'll run well tomorrow, and then we'll front up in a Group 1 miles race at Flemington on Derby Day, and I think she'll give a good account of herself.
Caulfield Cup, John, one of the big races on traditionally our program over the years.
It has been sort of diminished a little bit because of the advent of the Everest, but it's still one of the iconic races of Australian turf. And to have a really good chance in it with Benno, it's exciting. The horse can't be going any better than what he is. He'll run the best race of probably his career tomorrow. So we're just hoping that's good enough to win him a Caulfield Cup.
So all the connections, Big Louie, the team from Laurel Oak, I think Shane Fenimore's going to Caulfield. Ron's staying up here, is that right?
Ron's heading up the Clapham team in Sydney. And Shane and the family are down at Caulfield. So yeah, it's amazing to think that you got a second favourite in the Caulfield Cup, and not everyone can attend because they've got to stay at Randwick.
Just go that grey horse. And Maximal,
look, I think Max is probably more a chance of not running than running because of the heavy ground, and hopefully we'll get him into the Cox Plate next week.
Let's move to Randwick, John. You've got 2 lovely fillies in the first.
Yeah, both fillies. One's a little bit more experienced than the other. Lady Harlem's probably a little bit more experienced, obviously, than Ozala. She's been crying out for 7 furlongs. She's missed a couple of runs again because of wet ground, but she works sharply on Tuesday. She gets Hugh Bowman, and I think she'll run very well. Ozala's a really quality filly. I think she's got a very big race in her at some stage in her career. It's very early in her career to be running at stakes level, but you can see that most of the other fillies are similar experience, and she got herself on the board with a strong performance at Newcastle last week. Yep.
Race 2, you've got Blesk, which means Lightning, and Kerwin's Lane, whose second up record at Randwick is impeccable.
Yeah, no, he loves the mile at Randwick. He loves second up. He loves soft ground. Comes in well at the weights. Good, strong performance first up. So he's ready to run a fantastic race. And he always runs his best races from soft draws. So he's got a great chance. Black's a horse that had no luck this time in. He's had wide gates, heavy tracks, etc., etc. Just in the last 10 days, he's really jumped out of the ground. So he's got no weight. If the track gets to soft, that's his preferred surface, and he loves being a little bit fresh. So he's a horse that could probably outrun his market value.
Be nice to run the Cornella in the first too, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd be nice to run well in that race, because if they can run well there, they get into the big dance.
And just quietly, Patrick and Derek in Kerwin's Lane, their jackets last time I saw them race were impeccable.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting some nice threads tomorrow, boys. Bring us the luck. Race 6, the horse with the X factor. Waihana gets a run.
Well, he's first emergency currently, but Thomas, who knows all the gossip at Sydney racing, reliably informs us that we're going to get a run, and so you might find he firms quickly because I think he's $7.50, despite the fact he's not in the field. Once he gets in the field, he'll shorten up. He is an X-Factor horse. We really like him as a horse. You know, the soft ground he loves, Randwick 1200 he loves. It's good speed, probably finds the back of Kamantari at some stage and hopefully runs past him.
That'd be lovely. That would be lovely. We skip race 7. We'll go to race 8, the Silver Eagle, which was postponed from last week. And we've got, whether he's called Coda Healy, Catil, Steve Young, who named him, in my best Glaswegian accent, Corteil is his name.
Righto.
I don't know if they'll make him run fast. He's a 40 to 1 chance. Is that his market?
No, that's not his price. He's very good first up. He's very good at Randwick 1300. He maps beautifully. He's another one of our horses that we think is going to really outrun his market value. He'll look a winner at some stage and he'll give a hell of a cheer at the 40 to 1.
We'll give him strength, John.
Yeah, so he should.
Race 9, fantastic first up run at Racehall Diamond.
Very good, and if you remember back his second run in Australia, last preparation was exceptional. To my eye, still needs a run because he's on track for the 5 Diamonds.
Yep.
But you know, he improved so much second up last time. I don't think you could rule him out today if they get along good gallop. The fact that James is stuck is a good vote of confidence, and you know, 1500 a mile is really his pet trip.
The Richard Pegan and all the connections, best of luck, and then 4:15 tomorrow, John. Race 7.
The Everest.
The Everest, mate.
6 months of planning all comes together at 4:15. He's had a great prep. He just looks amazing. He worked sensationally Tuesday, and you got a very confident jockey. So I think he maps well. They'll go a good gallop, which suits him, and he'll be strong, mate.
To you, mate, all your team, all your staff, you put in all the work. You know, Lorraine and Carl, Christine and Francis, Liv from New Zealand, and your lovely wife Isabel. Mate, we'll be cheering all you people. Push that positive energy through to this horse. Get him home for this bloke and all of us. It'll be fantastic. Mate, best of luck tomorrow. It'll be a great day. If we don't see the races, we'll see you soon.
Best of luck.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you,
See
mate.
ya.
Cheers.